What is up, guys? It's your boy Phil Shocker, the Nice Hedgehog here with our Week 3 team builder of APA Low Tier. We are here to go against Alice and her New Orleans Sand Slash. She's, I believe, a newcomer of sorts to the league, and I'm really excited. I like playing new people I haven't faced before, and I love facing people I love facing women that are in the draft league a bit. That's like Frostify or yeah, I think that's her name, Frostify or Frosted. I don't know. Really remember her name. But people like her that do draft leagues, that just shows that women can beat men in their own game, and that it really shows that competitive draft league compatibility is also open to everyone out there, not just guys apparently. So I really appreciate that, and I'm really looking forward to this matchup against Alice. Her team, though, is not quite as threatening as mine, but it's still something we got to make sure we take serious. But let's break down her team real quick. Before that, though, if you can, hit that like button down below if you haven't already. Subscribe to join the Phil Shocker crew today because you'd be familiar with that king of the krill. So let's break down her team. She's got Inteleon, which is by far her most threatening Pokemon versus us. Hitmonlee, which is subpar but not too threatening. Ferroseed, which really counters a couple of my Mons. Tyrantrum, which really is a massive threat if it is Scarfed or D-Dance. Indini, which can be a bit of a problem if it's defensive per se, but if it's offensive, it's not too much of a problem, but could be a problem if it's really that way. And Dripplin, which can be a problem if it's on Burden. Aromatisse could be a problem only if it really does come, which may or may not come with the way I have my team built. I don't quite know if she'll really want to bring it or not, but it's going to be obviously up to her. Toucannon, which makes some sense but doesn't make too much sense. Luxray makes some sense as well, but doesn't make too much sense because a lot of my teams can kind of check it or just about prioritize it. Golem doesn't really make much sense unless it's going to be a sturdy set and everything like that. And Houndoom, I don't think really does come, even though it's really good and stops things like Pyroar and Golden Supply in some ways, but it's just not that good. So let's break down the team that we... God, I don't know why my throat's being like this. Let's break down what we have and what we're using this week. First off, one mon that just seems to be a good, reliable mon that come every single week is Baby Love Shack and Baby Love Shack. I'm sorry, I have to keep doing it. I'm sorry. I am being forced against my will. I've been hired by a community of sorts that want me to keep doing that, produce the song. I'm sorry. I must do it or else they will take away my cats. And I love my cats. I may or may not be joking about this. Who knows what does? But anyway, let's get into this. We're bringing Stack Attack and Max HP, Max Attack with the Lonely Set. I need to start being diverse with my Stack Attack in a type of way where I can use it more effectively. I keep using the same set, but the same set is just too goddamn good. It's just too goddamn good. And I love it. Trick Room, Gyro Ball, Earthquake, Stone Edge, you know the gist. And we're running Shovelberry. I really didn't know exactly what item to run. I could run the Pasho Berry if I think that's more of a thing I need. But once I get Trick Room up, I essentially one-shot Inteleon. If it's got Life Orb damage, Stone Edge one-shots it, unless it's got a lot, and I mean a lot of HP investment. But basically, Stack Attack can win this game if we get rid of Ferroseed, or chip Ferroseed to the point where Earthquake does one-shot it, or not one-shot it, but beats it. But one thing I think is the main win con for this game is our Yogurt, the Alcremie, who could have won us, would have probably definitely won us the game if I was smart and calced Ironhead instead of being an idiot and stuff. Acid Armor, Calm Mind. This set destroys her team. It does. Because if I get my Acid Armor up first and then my Calm Mind's going, I can win. I legitimately can win. I think I would max out my Acid Armors first and then start Calm Mind, or gain at least 1 or 2 Acid Armors up first and then Calm Minding. But depending on what her team would be, I would Calm Mind potentially. I would probably Calm Mind if I would Acid Armor and then I would start Calm Minding. And then click a Draining Kiss to get some health back and stuff like that. We're running max HP, 116 defense, 124 special attack with a modest nature, and 16 spit depth, so we can hit real hard but still be really bulky. If I can start getting Calm Minds up, we could potentially just win this game. And this is, again, the Mon I think can just literally win us this game. The only way this Mon doesn't win us the game is if I play stupid, which, knowing my luck, I'll play stupid. But, you know, we're bringing back Wormy for the 3rd week in a row, and Wormy hasn't been able to do anything for the team yet. It hasn't really done. He's picked up a KO, plays 2 KOs, yeah. But other than that, Wormy hasn't done too much for the team. But Wormy, this week, is going to win the work, because now we're going to be able to bring the right set. If you guys didn't see the match with Panther yet, first off, check it out. It's a really good match. I did not bring Drain Punch, and if I brought Drain Punch, I could have potentially have brought the game back, and I could have potentially have won the game. Maybe. I don't know, but it would have been something good. But we're running that Coil, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, Crunch set. This set really is good. Mixed in both 116 in HP and defense, so I'm mixed defensive, perfectly EV'd out. 150 HP from the max bulk I want to go for, and 120 with an adamant nature. This will let me basically sweep her team. The only thing that could be a problem is Golem, potentially. If it's a SmackDown set, also excuse me for my burp there. But other than that, I don't see too much of a problem with my team. Like, this thing, like, I have roughly, in my mind, 3 to 4 mons that can just... And in fact, all of my mons this week, except for Stack, have set up in a way that wins me this game. But I'm not going to say I am going to win this game, but I will say I can potentially lose this game still. But in theory, I could be able to win this game if I just play smart and know what I'm doing. Or bring Roshi when we should have probably brought Roshi for week 2 versus Panther, and we could have maybe done something, but it is what it is. But we're running a very, very interesting Roshi this week, and it probably doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but I think it's a set that really does work. We're bringing Drain Punch, Knockout, Power Up Slide, Power Up Punch, Assault Vest with Regenerator. Now, I'm not running HJK because for the fact that, one, I meant to say she has a Ghost type, and I don't want to run HJK, and I feel like her switching every single time to me is going to be Drift Blend. So what I want to do is I actually want to click either Knockoff and then into Rock Slide, or Rock Slide into Knockoff and kill it thing. And what I want to do is always click Knockoff. Does that mean that it activates the Unburden? Yes, it does. But with my HP, I should be able to take one hit from the Drift Blim no matter what, and then revenge it back with Rock Slide, and then switch out and get regenerated to boost my attack. I'm running 144 in HP for my bulk, max attack at enough speed to outspeed Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee, if we can just get past it, I can start clicking Power Up Punch. But if she actually wants to go into Indeedee, I can get my Power Up Punch first, and then I can start clicking Drain Punch and Knock Off and Rock Slide, which beats her team down to the T. I'm not kidding you. Up next, we're bringing back Nightmare, and Nightmare is very interesting this game. Nightmare can't run Ghost Stab this week because I'm in DD, but I'm running a very risky set, but also kind of a dickish set of sorts. I'm bringing Calm Mind, Curse Body, and Calm Mind, Giga Drain, Ice Beam. This double coverage move kind of does check his team, but the problem is I can't run that third move. And this is the problem is too, I can't check Indeedee, but Indeedee struggles to check me because she has to rely on psychic moves. And if I get a Calm Mind or 2 up, Indeedee doesn't do anything unless it is specs. That is a problem. Strength Sap is there just so I can get recovery back and that, but I'm running max HP, 148 in defense, and 108 in split depth. I'm decided to go with a split depth just for the fact that I feel like I decided to go more Fizz depth since he does have things like Pharisee that could chip me down. He does have I keep saying he. I apologize, Alice. Actually, let's change this to probably. Let's change this to Calm. And we'll knock this down to 65. And we'll knock that up. We'll just kind of switch them around. So I'm still, defensive, but I'm basically special, and there's no way she can beat my core slot once I get 1 or 2 Calm Lines up. I should be able. And plus, Giga Drain is also there for recovery purposes, and that's it, right? But another mon that can just punch a hole for her team if I get this going is my Flygon. Enough speed to outspeed Tyrantrum that is not Scarf. But if it is Scarf and then tries to D-Dance with me, I then can outspeed it still by 1 point. Earthquake, Fire Punch, and Outrage. Fire Punch is just there for the Pharisee. Earthquake plus Outrage has no switch-ins. When you look at her Fairy type being Aromatisse, if I can get a D-Dance up and that thing is weakened to the point where +1 Earthquake kills, it's GG. Now, I could potentially put Iron Tail in this set over maybe Earthquake. I will do some calcs just to make sure, and if I do, I'll put Iron Tail instead of Fire Punch. But other than that, this one, again, as you can see, between these 5 mons, they are all in the sense of the way win con. Stack Attack is a win con by itself. Let's just face it like that. But all these have a set-up purpose in their life for Spadef Bulk, and then Power Punch, Calm Mining, Dragon Dancing, Coiling, and Dual Dance in setup format. And this is me and my meme. My meme is set up, and I'm bringing it because it's perfect versus her. But that is going to be the team builder, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely leave a like, comment down below if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, I'm in Phil Shocker, the 96 Judge, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.